Slow it. I ain't finna stop till they make the rap blow it. Shout out y'all, she was with me at my lowest. Best baby daddy in the world, and you know it. I thought that I was done, he said hop back in. Made it to the league, this is not Pac-10. Headline set, that's a big back end. Let the beat drop, bring that back in. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Had my hand out, let me hang it. These no can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If Hit Boy work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these luxury.
Two in, two back ends, booked up, look up, I'm flying, yeah, I'm free now, see now, society's time me release now, crazy, I'm finna go see now, big style, big deals, vitamin water, that's a big one, 6 mil, coach came to me like I'm D1, like Will, got 17 hours to the flight out. Only got time for a night out. So tell me what you want from me. We ain't getting no younger. So tell me what you want from me. We ain't got too long, no. You know I gotta catch my flight. You know I gotta reach new heights again.
Nightfall in Minneapolis in December usually spells freezing temps, and that is precisely the case outside these walls. But we are a comfortable 72 degrees inside U.S. Bank Stadium. Set to go, Young Wei Koo ready to do the honors. And off we go to wrap up a great Sunday of football. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Running left, it's Hall. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Yeah, look at this defense for the Vikings.
Currently #1 in the NFL against the run.
And I know, just like me, you're fired up about this one, because this is the irresistible object and the immovable force. They're going head-to-head, #1 versus #1. I've talked about that running back's renaissance for a while. Can they slow these guys down? Where's my helmet? I want to play.
Jeez, you are fired up. Something's got to give.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Murray going to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And that's exactly what defense is talking about. You got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the shot right. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40.
Looking to throw, Penix.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Here's Penix. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On 3rd down, Penix from the gun. That is caught. And he will have the Vikings 1st down. And he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
To throw again is Penix.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 37-yard line.
And looking to throw, Penix.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Vikings.
Marvin Mims.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Vikings use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Crew able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings.
Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but they have any hopes of making waves in January. They've got to improve in this area.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot, but what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Murray now to throw.
There's Chris Olave.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Taken down at the 30. This defense for the Vikings, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Ball again on second down.
They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
In motion right, Olave.
From the gun on third down, Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
Chris Olave.
26 yards.
And the Commanders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Nice little nifty play for them there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
They'll throw with Penix. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. They need 18 yards here on third down.
It's now third down.
You're not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Ball tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Murray.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
So many times we've seen him trying to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. These two teams all tied after one. And Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. To throw is Murray. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Rashee Rice, 26 yards. And Washington has taken the lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball is going to come out to the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
Now Penix. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. To the air, Penix. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll set up a throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. On 1st down, right back to Hall. And a lane slow materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
2nd and 9. In motion right, Olave. Here's Murray. On the out route, he completes it to Hall. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. They'll run with Hall. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
64 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. They'll go again with Hall. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and weighing in a big way and giving the guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
In motion right is Wilson.
Here's Murray. Sliding out of the pocket. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Back to throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor.
And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
He'll head out of bounds inside the 10, mark him down at the 9.
They'll run with Hall. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Breece Hall.
Becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year.
And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Operating from the gun, Penix. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Back to throw again. And a quick throw here. That's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up second down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
At the 43-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws that quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango. Again, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 14. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. Penix to the air once more. And he's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Marvin Mims as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Crew able to connect on the extra point. And it cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
24, Vikings 21.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Penix working out of the gun here. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Looking to throw, Penix. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 43.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Penix. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Here's Penix. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 20-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
They'll try to throw again. Here's Penix. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's into the secondary. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A gain of 9 there. Sets up second and goal. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or intercept.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Josh Jacobs, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Ball again. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 89 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. Hall want to give up the middle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
A handoff for Hall. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Here's a give to Hall. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be second and goal. They'll look to run with Hall. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Calling no gain that time, and now it's third and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll try to run with Hall. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now fourth and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. They're going for it. It's Murray. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Tucker Kraft from a yard out. And the Commanders have retaken a third-quarter lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago, the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they kind of keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And looking to throw, Penix. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's first and 10. He'll drop to throw. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's second and 21.
At the Commanders' 45-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. They got to get to the 23 here on third. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 19. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll throw with Penix.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Vikings answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want, and other times the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
Hall again on 2nd down.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
In motion right, Olave.
To throw, it's Murray. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now Murray's got to have this one. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return. A scoop and score for the Vikings.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point.
And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
But that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it.
That's taken in by Kraft.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Throwing now is Murray.
And that one caught by Rice.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
They'll give to Hall.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Here's Hall again. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. In motion right, Olave. Shotgun now for Murray. That'll be caught by Rice. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. Now Murray sees something. He's going to change it up. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Trenton Simpson, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Here's Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. To the air, Penix. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. He's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll air this one out for Mims. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They were maybe hoping for a little bit of a back shoulder fade there, and that's a play that's been in vogue the last few years in all aspects of football. But they couldn't get the hook up there.
On 3rd down, Penix from the gun. And he comes back with one complete. Now Washington going to go ahead and use use their final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly. Jacobs going to try the middle.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Second and 5. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Operating from the gun, Penix. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Oh, no, he lost the football. Oh, no, he lost the football. But he will not be able to bring it back. My goodness, what a bizarre ending.